We are live. What is up, everybody? Welcome. I'm so excited. Welcome to our 72 F250 winter live stream. My name is Riley Hodson. I am, the dude here behind Hodson Motors, and we are picking this winner of our 1972 Ford F250 7.3 Power Stroke automatic transmission 4-wheel drive with the cool camper on the back, the whole 9 yards, mellow yellow, I like to call it. Awesome truck. Great 2-week giveaway. Can't wait to see who wins today. Welcome into the live stream. If you're watching us live with us here today, welcome. If we have any technical difficulties, any Wi-Fi, anything like that goes down, just hang tight with us. And if you miss anything important, make sure you just come in and watch again. And afterwards, if you're watching this after, if you're tuning in right now, after just to see who won, you could skip ahead 30 minutes to the 3 o'clock hour where we pick that winner. But congratulations, or not congratulations, but welcome. And good luck and fingers crossed to everybody. We're really excited. Can't wait to see who wins today. So let's hop right in and let's get going. Yeah, we are not picking that winner yet, not until the 3 o'clock hour. So we got 30 minutes to hang out, talk about the giveaways, talk about what's next and everything else like that's going on. I'm just by myself here today. So when we pick that winner at the end, I'll give him a phone call just on my phone, and it'll be a little anticlimactic today, but it's okay. It is what it is. I don't think anyone really cares. I think people just want to see who wins, and everyone wants to cross their fingers that they win the truck. So can't wait to see who wins, and it's exciting. It was a great giveaway. It was really interesting to do. This has been an interesting giveaway for us because we've never done such a big truck in such a short period of time. So normally when we give away trucks like mellow yellow here, we'll do so over a month. I'll do so over a month, and so we kind of have that amount of time to get orders out and do all that kind of stuff. But to condense a month-long quality of build into 2 weeks meant that we were just busy. Just freaking slammed all the time back there packing orders. I've been packing orders today, trying to get everything out. I have like my last 30 orders to do after we're done with the live stream today, get everybody's orders sent out and on their way to you guys. But it's been very exciting, fun to do a bigger giveaway like this in a shorter amount of time. I'm not great at the social media part of things, and so it's fun to not have to post every single day and not have to come up with posts. So it's all good. So it was fun and it was different. I don't know if we'll do 2-weekers like this very often in the future, except for maybe our next giveaway truck will have to be a 2-weeker, and I'll explain as we talk about our next giveaway trucks here in a minute. But still, it was cool to do, and kind of exciting to see all of our great customers. We have such phenomenal customers. Great to see all you guys kind of come in and get in a shorter period of time. And fun to be packing orders and be like, hey, we know this guy, we know that guy, we know this girl. Like, it's really fun and it's cool and it's awesome. But a lot of new people as well. About every single giveaway, we probably have 40% of our customers are repeats and 60% are new customers. But I always cross my fingers for you guys, the repeat customers. I want people who have been in with us since the very beginning to win. I have no sway whatsoever about this. I had a friend the other day was like, bro, you should just rig it for me. And I'm like, dude, I couldn't. There's no way we can rig it. There's no way to do so because of the way that we pick the winners. And we'll talk about random.org and how we pick everything later. But I have no sway. I can't do anything about it. But if I had my way, I would always want people who've been participating for a long time to win. We love our great customers. You guys we have the coolest, most awesome customers in the world. So we love that, and we love seeing all your guys' names come through. We've been doing this now since 2019. If you guys are just kind of coming across us, we started doing this as a hobby. My dad and I together, freaking like 2016, we started just piddle farting around with just building trucks. And by 2019, we had a truck that we couldn't sell. I just had it for a marketplace forever. Couldn't sell it. No luck. And then one of our good Instagram followers was like, hey, you give it away, and looked into it. And sure enough, that's what we started doing in 2019. So we did like 1 that year. I think 3 the year after that, 5 the year after that, 7 years after that, 7 after that. And then now we try and do our 8 giveaways every single year. This was giveaway number 5 for us for the year. And I've got number 6 in the shop right now, which we'll talk about, but it's fun. It's exciting. And it's always fun to do these kinds of things. It's just wild to kind of look back. I was looking at pictures of my of my son, Ben. I wonder if I could find it and show you guys, if I can give you guys just 1 minute. I was looking at old pictures on my phone, and was looking at these old school pictures of him crawling around our old house. And we used to have the business. All of this was in the dining room of our house. And so it was cool as I looked back at all these old pictures to see him kind of crawling around the dining room. I don't know where the picture went, and I'm not going to spend all this live stream, but it was cool. And to see kind of just how far it's come, and it's exciting. So good stuff. Really good stuff. So, but speaking of that, we got a question here that I wanted to answer. If we weren't doing the whole Hodson online giveaways, what would we go off and do? What would be my plan B, a career shift, or just double down on truck mods and restorations? I love the giveaway model, and I think it is so fun because I can just do whatever the heck I and you guys want. I poll you guys a lot on Instagram and Facebook. I get people's opinions, but I like to give away these trucks and build them the way that I think you guys and the way I would want them. So I do love this. Don't get me wrong. We've thought about, like, what if the government comes out and says these sweepstakes are illegal and we're going to shut them all down? Like, that's kind of the only thing in my mind that would stop us now. At this point, this train is moving and there's no stopping this freight train. But if the government were to come out and stop the freight train, yeah, it would suck. But if that were to happen, yeah, we would probably just double down and do customer builds and custom stuff like that. We've got the tooling and the equipment and the know-how and the experience now at this point. So, but I do about a customer build one at a time, 1 or 2 at a time, get friends and family like that into the shop. And it's fun. It's kind of nice. You guys know we do these giveaways up and down. Like, we'll do 2 months on and then a month off and kind of catch up and restock up on inventory, all that kind of stuff. So it's nice when we get a break and we can start, catch up on some customer work and some personal stuff and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of interesting how it all goes down. But next year things might be different. We have been talking a lot. My fabricator welder, Sean, who works with us here, he is moving to Texas, it looks like, at the beginning of the year. And we're like, man, maybe we need to take a step back from doing so much customer work and doing so much custom work on the giveaway trucks and just try and find things that are a little more finished, and more finished trucks, more finished projects, things that might not need to add air conditioning because AC is already in there, things that might not need to do such custom work because someone's already done it, and maybe I have to pay more out of pocket right up front, and that stinks for me. But our hope is if we do that, we could crank out like 12 giveaways next year and do one every single month and never take a month off. That would be exciting. I would love that. I'd love to have 12 winners a year. It'd be really cool. More giveaways for you guys means more chances to win. So, we don't know quite what next year's going to hold, but we only know what's happening in the near future. I kind of always live my life that way. Like, I don't worry that much that far in advance. So, but yeah, we don't know what's going to happen next year. And if that does happen, we'll try that out for a little while, try and find some more finished trucks that we can just put some finishing touches on, make them our own, but not have to go, so far into a build like the C30, for example, the brown C30, Eileen, we called her, that we gave away earlier in the year. That truck was a ton of work, just an absolute crap ton of work. And, we're thinking, man, maybe even though that one had the most participants that we'd ever had in a giveaway, maybe that's not the play. Maybe if we do trucks that are more finished, we can do more trucks throughout the year. I don't know, give away more stuff. So that's kind of the thoughts and the ideas. So if you guys have any other good questions, that was a great question in the comments there. Windswept. That was a good question. If you guys have any more questions for me in the site, put it in the comments. Fine with me. Great question. When is the next Toyota giveaway? That is a great question. The next Toyota giveaway is next. And the next truck we will give away, I teased it on Instagram, and then I never posted the actual picture of what it was that was coming. I'll post it. I'll post on Instagram and Facebook stories tonight. Once we get off here, I'll post what the next truck is. We've already ripped into it, ripped it apart. So I'm like I can't just go out there and show you guys because it's in pieces right now. But the next Toyota giveaway is going to be, drumroll please, a 1984 Toyota Jeep. 1984 Toyota FJ60 Land Cruiser. So 60 series Land Cruiser. In my opinion, the best looking Land Cruiser of all the Land Cruisers, the 60 series. So 60 series Land Cruiser, 4-wheel drive, solid axles, but a very cool truck because it is still a left-hand drive, but it is a factory diesel Land Cruiser. Came out of South America. Very clean, very good shape, original paint. We're going to do some Toyota decals down the side, but it's copper with like some black bed liner down the bottom side of it. It's a little bit lifted. It's going to push some, 34-inch, some narrow 34-inch tires, some Nomad wheels. If you guys know Nomad, they make Toyota specific wheels that are really cool. So we're going to have some Nomad wheels. It's got original upholstery. It's in insane condition. We're adding air conditioning, doing a vintage air conditioning that we're making to fit as if it was like the original air conditioning. So we're going to use the original vents, the round swivel vents that Toyota had in the dash. Very, very, very cool truck. And that will be our next giveaway truck. It will be the October giveaway truck, right? September. It will be our September giveaway truck. Very, very, very cool truck. It is in between one of those 1 weekers and 1 monthers because it's pretty custom. It is turbocharged, by the way. It's a 5-speed manual diesel with an aftermarket turbo on it. So it does move down the road plenty fine. It's no speed demon, but it's great. It's really cool. That will be September's giveaway. And, I'm probably going to do it because the truck was more expensive than I would normally spend on a 1-week giveaway. And I'd still like to give you guys 10 grand on top. So with that being said, we're probably going to run it also for 2 weeks, just like we did Mellow Yellow. Mellow Yellow we ran for 2 weeks because we were late, and I didn't want to penalize you guys for me being late. But this one, I'm going to make it 2 weeks so I can actually give you the 10 grand on top rather than having to short your cash prize down to 5 grand. Just try and stay within budget. So that's next. Very cool truck, a 2-weeker. And I've had some people complain about the 1-weekers when they say like, hey, I get paid next week, so I don't have money to participate this week. Now, let me preface something. If you guys are living paycheck to paycheck and you can't participate, I won't be offended, okay, if you don't participate. I want you to know that. I'm not worried about you guys participating and spending your money on me if you need to pay your bills all the kind of stuff. So please don't break the bank for me. This is why I turned off like payments, shop pay and Affirm Pay on my website. Like I just don't feel comfortable like taking money from people when they don't have the money. So it's like, you know what? It's okay. But I have heard that like, hey, I get paid next week and I'll have my discretionary income next week to spend $30 on a t-shirt next week. I can't participate right now. And I feel bad. So it's like, you know what? You're right. If we do a 2-weeker, you guys will have more time to get in. So that will be the FJ60. It's actually a BJ60 because it was a diesel truck. I think BJ is what it is. BJ60 coming up in September. Very cool truck. Very excited about it. And it'll be sweet. So that is September. Now, somebody else asked about when our next Dodge giveaway is going to be and what it's going to be. Actually, let's talk a little bit more. People ask about recording the build process, us working on the vehicles. We used to do that a lot. We used to record like everything. I'd always have a GoPro out recording, do all that kind of stuff. And when I was less busy, I could do so. Number one, I'm just incredibly, incredibly busy now, just trying to run the whole business. So it's probably at that point where we should hire somebody to come in and just film every day or film a couple days a week. But you know what? I'm not feeling it yet. Our shop's already pretty small, pretty cramped and crowded. So we used to do it, and then we would spend so much time making the YouTube video and nobody would watch it. So I just try my best to just post on Instagram as we get going, but sometimes I get too busy and just forget to post on Instagram. So I need to be better about just getting on and sharing every single day what we've been up to and what we've been working on. So I will. I'll do better. I'll start Monday. Monday, promise, I will post 3 story posts on Instagram and Facebook about what we're doing. So that is a great question. So the next Dodge giveaway, that was another question. What's our next Dodge going to be? That's a great question because it's coming up as well. It's time for a Dodge or a Chevy after the Toyota, one of the two. And Dodges are hard. Chevys I can find. I can find Chevys, Fords, and Toyotas all day long. Just all day long I can find them. Jeeps I'm always hesitant to buy because we always lose money on Jeep giveaways. But I still like to do them because I love Jeeps. So, regardless. But Fords, Chevys, Toyotas, I can find the coolest ones ever. Just like that. Easy peasy. But Dodges are hard, you guys. Dodges are freaking hard. Everybody wants a grip and a half for first-gen Cummins, and I'm not sure if I want to do a second-gen. I think second-gens are too new for our customer base, but maybe not. So we'll see what we do. But I have a lead on a really nice second-gen dually, and I have a lead on a really cool swept line Dodge, so a 60s era Dodge, 60s and 70s era Dodge with a Cummins swap, with a 4BT, but it's like a really nice built and balanced 4BT that doesn't rattle like crazy. That's what the guy says. It's up in St. George, so just 2 hours from Las Vegas. I'm gonna go drive up next week and go see it. I'll post about it on Instagram when we go up there and go look at it. So there's this really cool 4BT swept line short bed, which is cool, 1 tons and the whole nine. And then there's this really cool second gen Cummins in California that I could go out and look at as well. Something up in the air. Just kind of focused on getting the Toyota finished before I go do anything else. But that's one of those 2 options will be what we do for a Dodge next. We did a first gen earlier in the year, and I don't really plan on doing another first gen for this year unless just like the perfect first gen came up. But I think a lot of giveaway companies do first gens, and so I don't want to beat the horse dead. So we'll see. But that's the Dodge, and then when the time comes around for another Chevy, it's easy enough to find Chevys and find Fords and all that kind of stuff. I never worry about that. So another question here: what about international scouts? I don't know if you guys were in on the giveaway when we did a Scout 2 last year. We did a really nice Scout 2, super clean body, hard top, decals, lift kit, rebuilt engine with freaking, it ran great, had a Holly Sniper 2 on it. It was awesome. And like nobody entered, I lost a bunch of money on it. So, I'm not going to rule out internationals forever. I like internationals. I like everything. Okay. I just like them all, but I got to be careful about what I buy and when I buy it. So, just kind of depends on what I find, if I find a good enough deal and those kinds of things. So I don't know if we'll do an international scout again. I think it'd be cool to do a 1210, like a pickup truck. But if I could find something cool that was diesel swapped, and I think what most of you guys are looking for is you're looking for something that you can daily drive. You're looking for a daily driver truck. And I think some of these older classics that are still rolling, like the 3-speed autos, aren't as attractive to you guys because you're like, man, I can't get on the freeway. I can't do freeway speeds with it, which you can do freeway speeds. You're just a little revved out. It's okay. It is what it is. But we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. A little water break, a little hydration station. So that's kind of our immediate plan. So we'll do Mellow Yellow here was our August giveaway. September will be the Toyota. We'll take off November. We'll take off October in preparation for Black Friday and everything. We'll do a Black Friday giveaway, again, a 3-day giveaway, or a 4-day giveaway, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, just like we did last year. I really love that. I thought that was a lot of fun and exciting. So we'll do a Black Friday giveaway, and then hopefully we have the wherewithal and the energy and the inventory to do a December giveaway, because Cyber Monday is like December 2nd. So it's like already pushing into December. So try and do another 1-week giveaway in the month of December before Christmas. You guys get those last minute Christmas gifts. So that's kind of the rest of the year. That's crazy to already be planning the year out, but it would be cool. So, pardon me, excuse me. So yeah, that's kind of our game plan and what we're planning. So a lot of people in the chat right now. I have not picked a winner yet. We're picking a winner at 3:00. You might be thinking to yourself, why are you blabbing so much, Riley? And it's just because I got a blab so you guys can get in here and get ready to go, and so everyone can see who the winner is. I've done some 15-minute beforehand giveaways, and people are like, oh crap, I missed the live stream. I missed the winner. So that's why I'm in here blabbing so long. And I love to blab. I can flap my lips all day long, but so it's okay. But we still have 12 minutes before we pick that winner. Yeah, so that's where we're at. So good question over here. What's my dream rig? What would I like to have? And that is a phenomenal question. I have built some of my dream rigs by doing these giveaways, which has been really fun. I love little trucks. I love big crew cabs. It's been so fun to do different things. And I really couldn't tell you what my number one favorite truck is. I love a lot of different things. Like I love full nose Fords, and I love dent sides. I love the bump sides like this one. I love a lot of old Jeeps. I love square body Chevys and round body Chevys, 67, 72 Chevys. I love old Power Wagons. I love swept line Dodges. So I have like a favorite in each era, probably. I have a favorite era truck for each manufacturer. But I don't think I could put my finger on what my number one favorite truck would be. It just changes. And for me, it's just like, I just know that there's things that we have to have on a truck. Like it's less about what the truck is and what the truck has in it. So for me, it's like, if I was going to build a truck for me, I'd either want it to be Coyote swapped or diesel swapped. I love a diesel swap truck. I think they're so cool. I would want, I don't know, a crew cab. If I could build a crew cab, I actually have a 64 Ford or 65 Ford crew cab very rare truck that I'm saving to try and find like a Cody chassis and put on later on in life when I have more money. So all that would be, you know, the dream. And so I do have that truck, and it kind of is my dream in the future, is to take my 65 Chevy Ford crew cab, put it on a Cody chassis, have a crew cab short bed, 4-wheel drive, can have a shop truck. It'd be really cool. So that would be rad. But you know, but it's just all a dream. Just doing this for work is a dream. It's great. So it is now 10 minutes to the hour. And now is normally when I talk about how we pick a winner, why we pick the winner this way, how this all works, how the rules go, and all that kind of good stuff. So let's talk about that. So you guys went on the website over the last 2 weeks and you bought stuff on the website, and every $5 that you spent got you one automatic entry into winning the truck. You don't have to do anything. It just automatically goes into a spreadsheet. I have that spreadsheet here on my computer pulled up, but it goes in that spreadsheet, and it's just line items of your email address. And those are your entries. Every single line on that spreadsheet is an entry for you. We take that spreadsheet, we go to a website called random.org. Random.org is a nationally accredited in multiple nations, random drawing service, like a random picker. It has guaranteed randomness. And why we say guaranteed randomness is because if you put your hand into a hat and have a bunch of paper entries, they're not guaranteed to be random. It just depends on how it mixes up, the size of the papers, X, Y, and Z, all influence your chances. With random.org, the chances are 100% random. They are your one entry is worth just as much as the next dude's one entry. So that's why we use them. We also use them because they save the data. So we take this spreadsheet, we go to random.org, it kicks us out one winner. It allows you guys, the participants, to go in later and verify that your entries were in. So you take your email address, exactly how you used it at checkout. You go to random.org to their third-party draw service. You put in your email address under the entrant ID identifier or whatever, and you put it in exactly how you put it in at checkout. This is important because every single giveaway, I have people write me a message and say, "Hey, can't find my entries. You cheated me on my money, and you're going to hell." And I'm like, "Whoa, back up, okay? It's not what I did. You just have a typo or you missed a capital letter." So exactly how you typed it in at checkout is exactly how it's going to pop up. If you can't find it, don't worry about it. Just send me an email nicely. "Hey, can't find my entries. Will you help me out?" Almost every single time. We've done this now 30. I think this is our 30th giveaway or 28th giveaway or something like that. And we maybe have had 2 or 3 discrepancies, small discrepancies. We've always taken care of those people that there has been a discrepancy. If there is a discrepancy with your order, you'll get refunded. And we'll make sure we take care of you, roll your entries over, whatever we got to do to make you happy. We'll do so. But again, you can go ahead and check your entries afterwards and make sure that your entries got in. If you bought something on the website, it's your email address. If you sent in free postcard entries, it's your first name, last name. Simple as that. And so it takes all that data, it saves that data for me, it kicks out a winner. And this protects me. I do this, and it's a paid service. I pay them. Today's drawing is going to be $170 or prepaid so that we don't get interrupted in our video like I almost always do. And so it's a paid service, and I pay them, and they save the data for me. So that, let's say, and I always use my friend Marcus. Marcus has never won anything from me, but I always use Marcus. So Marcus is my buddy from high school. He participates in every single giveaway. He's a great friend. And he's just like, "Dude, this will be the one I'm going to win." And I'm like, "Cross my fingers for you, Marcus," but he never wins. Let's say Marcus wins. Odd, you know, and he wins because he bought a t-shirt this giveaway. He's got his 6 or 7 entries, and he just so happens that Marcus wins. And you guys are all saying, "Holy crap, you guys are friends on Facebook already. You rigged this and you cheated for Marcus." I could then go in and say, "No, look, you can see Marcus's entries, his 7 entries, and you can see everybody else's entries. They were all in there, and he just so happened to be the lucky winner. He pulled the lucky number out of the hat, basically." So that's the way we do it, and that's why we do it that way, is to protect everybody, protect you guys, protect myself, and it allows you to go in later, verify, and make sure everything is up to snuff. And this way, I can't cheat. You know, the only way you could ever cheat one of these things is by flooding the giveaway with a ton of entries. And when I mean a ton, I'd have to be, you know, if you looked up the giveaway that showed that there was 1 million entrants, you'd be like, "Wait a second, that would mean Riley made $5 million on this giveaway." And let me tell you guys, we're not making $5 million a giveaway. So, you know, that's the only way anyone could cheat, by doing it this way, by being this out in the open with you guys. There is no cheating because, you know, you would be able to tell right away if I was cheating. So, you know, it keeps it honest, it keeps it open for you guys, and it keeps it transparent. There's a certain amount of transparency that I can't do. So a lot of times, and there's people in the comment section right now that are here to scam me or scam you guys. They're waiting for me to make a mistake. And I made a mistake one time on one live stream. I slipped up and I said the giveaway winner's email address. It pulls a winner, and it just, all it tells me is an email address. And now random.org, just so you guys know, it doesn't get any info from me except for those entries. Okay, it only takes the entries that I give it. It doesn't get your guys' first name, your last name, or age, where you're from, nothing. All it sees is a bunch of email addresses as entrant IDs. That's it. So, there's people waiting, and I messed up one time. I said their entrant ID, and then they sent me an email real quick, like, hey, I'm the winner. They made a fake email address that was off by like one character. Hey, I'm the winner, and I won, and you can just PayPal me the cash option. I want the cash alternative. You can just PayPal me here at this email. I was like, wait, what the crap? And sure enough, it was a fraud. So I can't do that. I'm going to tell you guys their name and where they're from, and then we're going to call them live, and hopefully they answer. They almost never answer, and that's how it all goes down. It's great, and it's easy. Now, we have 5 minutes before we pick the winner. There's a lot of people in here right now. We need to do our little bonus giveaway. I almost forgot. We got ourselves a little bonus giveaway. I had a guy on Instagram do some artwork of the truck. Let me show you the artwork. I had him do this artwork for me. And let me see here. Let me show you. His name is, where'd he go? Oh my goodness. He does freaking awesome artwork of these things. His name is Philip. And his Instagram is Vardanian Car Art. And he did this drawing, and you obviously can't tell. He did a sweet drawing of the truck. It looks really, really, really good. And we're giving away to one of our subscribers. So if you were subscribed on the website, you get to take this thing home. So let's do that really quickly before we pick our winner. I've got everything else already set up, so we should be good to go. But let's bust this out. Okay, we're looking for this guy here. All right. We had in subscribers, so if you were a tier 1 subscriber, you got 1 entry into this, and we're just going to pick a number on random.org. They just have a little random number picker. We're not going to pay for this. Okay, we're just going to do pick a number between 1 and 1,811. So there was 1,811 active subscriptions, but not that many, because if you were a tier 2 subscriber, I gave you 2 entries in to do this. Hope this makes sense. And then if you win, I'm gonna mail you this picture. It's gonna be awesome. So I just thought this would be a cool, fun little bonus. So if you had a tier 1 subscription, you got 1 entry into this. If you were a tier 2, you got 2. And then again, this is just for the bonus here. Nothing else. This is not for winning the truck. I just wanted to do this as something nice to do for you guys, the winner. So we have number 1,067, and that number is, again, this is not for picking the truck. This is just for picking some art, little bonus for you subscribers, being so cool. Let me copy this, put them in. 1,067 is Rolla Kennison. Rolla Kennison from Omak, Washington. You are the winner of the artwork, which is cool. So Rolla, he's been a customer, he or she. I'm not sure. I've never heard the name Rolla in my life. Rolla Kyle Kennison. You're the winner, 4 years. So we'll reach out to Rolla and let them know that they won that car art. So we have 2 minutes to go. Everyone's getting on. I think now it's a good time to get everything loaded up in the random.org now and get ourselves all set up and dialed in. Let me split my screen here so I can see both at the same time. Okie dokie. All right, it's time to get going. It is 3 o'clock. It's time to pick that winner. So we're going to random.org. We're going to the third-party draw service. Okay, we're pulling a new drawing. We're going to title this 72 Ford F250 giveaway drawing. Okay, we're going to put this in as a list of other identifiers. We're pasting in here. All good. I got my list. I've checked it twice. Checked it like 1,000 times today. I always check as much as I can just to make sure everybody's in there. So there's my wife. She's watching. Thanks, Deeds. She came in yesterday to help us. I forgot to post her on Instagram. She always comes in to help because she's the fastest. So this is an entrant accessible drawing, which means you guys will be able to go in later and verify your entries. We are picking one winner from among the 48,331 entrants. We are picking that winner, and then it is going to tell me an email address, and then I will go over and look into our customer profiles and see who that is. So complete the drawing. All right. I got an email address. This winner is from a new state. I don't think we've had a winner from this state yet. This is an East Coast winner. I just had somebody the other day claim that we only give away trucks to West Coast winners. East Coast winner, you whiners. So, East Coast winner. This customer has been a customer for about 5 years. That is pretty cool. From the great state of South Carolina, from the city of Anderson, South Carolina, the winner of our 1972 Ford F250 is Zach Lawson. Zachary Lawson from Anderson, South Carolina. Congratulations, Zach. Our first South Carolina winner. We've had a North Carolina winner, but we never had a South Carolina winner. Congratulations to Zach. And I just heard Sean, my guy, is back. I'm going to have him come in and record me. Hang on here real quick. We're going to call Zach. Sean, could you record me calling the winner? Yeah. Thanks, dude. Sean's coming in and record me. I got my phone. I got to call him. Do you have your phone? I'll wait for Sean. And we're going to call this dude. Okay. Congratulations to Zach Lawson. Zach, if you are watching, say so in here. But we are going to give him a call now and then see if he answers. If they ever answer, it would be amazing. I'm always so pumped for him. Zach, if you're watching, get that number right? I did. Okay. He's not going to answer. We call him twice. Okay, guys? We call him twice. David Lawson. I'm sorry, David. You were so close. Just
has been forwarded to voicemail.
Call me in. He does have a South Carolina area code.
That's good.
That's good. He might be a native. He's not going to answer. So anticlimactic every time. Come on, Zach. Answer phone. All the people in the comment section, I'm sorry, guys.
Your call has been forwarded to
I feel like your guys' odds would be better if you didn't watch, because I feel like the winners they never watch it and they never answer their phones. Dang it. Okay, Zach, congratulations. You're the winner. Hopefully you watch this later. Hopefully he calls me back and he sees 2 missed calls from a Las Vegas area code and he's like, oh, crap, maybe I won. You would think if he's been participating in giveaways for 5 years, he would know. But Zach, congratulations. You are the winner. We're going to keep calling him, and hopefully he answers. And when he does, I'll have Sean record me, and then I can post that to Instagram and Facebook so you guys can see what it looks like when he answers. But congratulations to Zach. Thank you guys for participating. How this works, how this goes down is Zach has a month to answer. I'm sure he's going to answer me in a couple hours, or if not a couple of minutes, he'll call me back. But, he has a month to answer, and that's the legal limit that we have to give people. And if he doesn't answer within the month, if he doesn't respond, then I pick a new winner. Plain and simple. So, that's not going to, and rarely ever happens, but still, congratulations to Zach. We're excited for him. And can't wait to see what he says and how he reacts on the phone when we give him a call. But again, congratulations, Zach. Thank you guys for participating. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. The second to last week of September, we will start on the Land Cruiser giveaway. We'll catch you guys then. Until then, peace out. Thanks. Bye.